Hello everybody and welcome back to Marvel Champions Trials of the Watchers. Today we will be playing as Stephen Strange, aka Doctor Strange. Yes, quite. Alright, as you see on screen, last game we played with Black Widow, which is so deceiving. I mean, you see 10 turns and you think, oh man, something bad must have happened, but you know what? She's just a long game kind of character. And I think it's really thematic, and I should have maybe touched on it a bit more in the Black Widow video, but Black Widow, she has so much little damage going here and there, and she has a lot of surprisingly good ways to deal with minions, but with Rhino, not too many of those come out. And I mean, when they do, like, you have so many things to hit them with, but if, like, usually you'll Widows bite them, but there are a bunch of things where if you defeat a minion, I think there are some of the Justice cards, but so much good stuff. Alright, so let's take a look at Stephen Strange. He has 3 recovery, 10 hit points, hand size of 6. Stephen Strange begins the game with an invocation deck, which are these green cards here. The ability Natural Talent. Discard the top card of the invocation deck once per phase. Okay. Doctor Strange is a 2 thwart, 1 attack, 2 defense, Avenger Mystic hero. The ability Spell Mastery. Exhaust Doctor Strange and pay the cost of the top card of the invocation deck. Resolve the special ability on that card. Alright. So the top card of this will always be available, and then it'll have its own discard pile, which I'll have, I guess, right beside it. Our obligation is Physical Toll. You may flip to Alter Ego form, exhaust Stephen Strange, remove Physical Toll from the game, or the next event you play costs 3 additional resources. Discard this obligation after you play an event. That's fun. And as always, we have Bomb Scare and our standard set. These games are inspired by Out of Ammo, Out of Time on YouTube, played by Krabby Terror 8, playing through the Investigator games and the Arkham Horror LCG. Really great videos. I suggest you go check those out. Alright. Let's get started. Now, I have no idea what's in this deck. I like to be surprised that way. So, I'll go over the cards a lot better than I did with the last video. Alright, so these cards aren't all perfect copies here. Just because, at least in Canada, this set has not been released, so yeah. Alright, a 1-cost event, Protective Ward. When a treachery is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel all of its effects and discard it. That's awesome. Brother Voodoo. After Brother Voodoo enters play, search the top 5 cards of your deck for an event card and add it to your hand shuffle your deck. That's probably good. I just don't know what I'd want from it. It's got 2 consequential on the thwart. That's interesting. So he's not the best guy. Desperate Defense. When your hero defends against an attack, he gets +2 defense for the attack. If you take no damage, ready your hero. That's really good. Problem is I have a bunch of interrupts this turn, and they each cost something. Not good for setup, so I might actually... They're good cards, really good cards. But I might put them away. Med Team's actually really good too, but I want to see what else this deck has. Mystical Studies. Search your deck and discard pile for a Doctor Strange card. Add to your hand, shuffle your deck. Sounds good. Hero Action Attack. Heal 2 damage from your hero, deal 2 damage to an enemy. Really good, but yeah. So I'm ditching 5 cards. Yikes. And we're drawing 5. Okay, this is our hand. We got Unflappable. After you defend against an attack and take no damage, exhaust Unflappable to draw a card. What's our defense again? 2? Okay. Sanctum Sanctorum. Exhaust, shuffle all spell cards from your discard pile into your deck and draw a card. Do I have a spell card in here? attack. I do have a spell. Cool. Well, that's good to play. We know what Power Protection does, which is useless in this hand. So is the double unflappable. Master of the Mystic Arts. Pay the printed cost of the top card of the invocation deck, resolve its special ability, then place it back on top of the invocation deck, face up. Actually, real quick. Is there any, like, rulings on Doctor Strange anywhere here? Because I was always under the assumption the first one's always face up. I'm going to quickly double check that with a quick Google search. Doctor Strange is master of the mystic arts and sorcerer supreme. To represent his incredible knowledge and magical power, he begins the game with a special 5-card invocation deck in addition to his player deck. To create the invocation deck, shuffle all 5 Doctor Strange's invocation cards together. And then place the invocation deck face down next to your identity card. During the game, play with the top card of the invocation deck face up at all times. You may use Doctor Strange's spell mastery action to resolve the ability on that card. After that card is resolved, it's placed in a special discard pile that belongs to the invocation deck. If the invocation deck is ever empty, shuffle the invocation discard pile back into the deck. There's no penalty for doing this. Alright, cool. So, one more shuffle, and the top card of our deck is Images of Icon. Confuse the villain and remove 4 threat from the scheme. Yikes. It's not bad. But I think I want to see a different one on turn 1. I wouldn't even want that on turn 2. So, discard the top card of the invocation deck. Okay, and we always play with the first one up. Revealed. Crimson Band of Sitarak. Stun an enemy and deal 7 damage to it. Place this card. Yeah, that's the one. Well, yeah. Oh man, this is crazy. Is this a spell? It's an event. Okay, well, let's play our Sanctum Sanctorum. And we'll pay for it with an unflappable. And then we'll activate the Sanctum Sanctorum. Shuffle a spell card, not all spell cards. That makes more sense. So we have our only spell card. Shuffle it in. Draw a card. Oh, that's another new one. Warning. When a hero would take any amount of damage, reduce that amount by 1. Oh, that's pretty good. Alright. I say we play Master of the Mystic Arts. So, pay the printed pay the printed cost. Oh, I didn't think of that. So it's 1 to pay this and 2 to pay this. So that would leave me with 1 card. Well, okay. It's too good not to do that, right? I think. So, we'll pay for that with warning. So now we have to pay the printed cost at the top, so I don't know what I want to keep. Yeah, right. Keep mystical studies. Alright, stun an enemy. Great. Like that. And deal 7 damage to it. Oops. And then normally that would go in the discard pile, but this says place it back on top of the invocation deck face up. Great. We will flip to Doctor Strange. And we will attack, I suppose. Can't do anything else. Oh, did I forget? The break-in. Rhino's trying to smash through the facility wall and steal a shipment of vibranium. You must stop him. Okay. You have to do that, right? Our hand size is 5, so we draw 4 cards. Alright. You readies? Okay, we got Clea. 2 cost, 1 thwart, 1 attack. When she's defeated, shuffle her into her owner's deck. So she's good to just take hits, I suppose. Desperate defense we've seen before, which I might keep in mind. Wong, 3 cost ally, 1 thwart, 2 attack. Exhaust him to choose to either heal a damage from your identity or discard the top card of the invocation deck. Very good. And another inflappable. Okay. So things to pay attention to. That's an interrupt. Okay. Now it is the villain phase. We place 1 threat on the main scheme. Rhino tries to attack but cannot. And we get Sandman. Well. And he is tough. Okay. Let's put save it up a little bit. And now it is our turn. What do we do? Well, it's a little overkill to Crimson ban Sandman. We could easily Crimson ban Rhino. Maybe that's the way. He's going to hit us for 3, though. Could get Clea out there to take the hit. Or we get Wong out to deal some damage. Ay. If I knew all his cards, like, I just don't know what. If I had a double resource energy, maybe I'd be on that, but. Clea. Wong's clearly the better one, but not to take a hit. I want to keep him around. So Clea. These two work together, but that's so much setup, and I have to keep this in my hand. So I could play this. Could Sanctum. It's just a weird one of what to do. I think Wong might be the better choice. Yeah. Because I could just get him to the next stage, but I have no way to get rid of the breaking and taken. And I'd rather deal with this guy. I think the best move is to attack Sandman. Get Wong out, and we'll pay for it with these 3. Wong will attack for 2. And then flip to Steven. Then Sanctum. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't see any other spells. But I do get to draw a card. That's one worth. I guess I'll keep them both. Well, I don't need to keep this now that I'm in this form. Alright, well. I'm getting schemed against pretty hard, eh? Alright. So that'll be the end of our turn. We draw 5 cards. Okay. Iron Fist. When he attacks an enemy, move a mystic counter from him, stun the enemy, and deal damage to it. Whoa. Danny. Danny. You are going to single-handedly take out Rhino. And I'm all for it. Magic Blast. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. Discard the top card of your deck. And it does all great stuff. Sorcerer Supreme. Get +1 hand size when in hero form if you have the Mystic trait. Well. These are all great things. But let's see if we can survive this turn. So we put 1 threat on the main scheme. Rhino is going to scheme for 1 plus nothing. Got lucky on that one. And Sandman schemes for 2. And then it is our encounter. Card gain Surge. I'm tough. Yikes. Okay. Turn 3. So this is weird, right? Danny guarantees that we could probably crush him, but Danny's very expensive. We've gone through half our deck and haven't seen a single double resource, which is kind of a shame. I think we saw, what, both of our power of protections already? I know we definitely saw one of them. So, yeah, bad luck on that. So, anything to do an alter ego, we can draw a card. Ooh! That helps so much. Okay, okay. Danny. I feel like Wong can take out Sandman. Steven can take out Tough. Danny could then stun Rhino. I think that's gonna be how to play it. So we'll flip to Steven. We will remove Rhino's Tough. Wong will take out Sandman. Can't deal with that. I mean, we could. I think we're okay. Because we're going to play Danny. Iron Fist, sorry. I've been watching Iron Fist and Defenders. So we'll pay for that with these 3. Alright. Oh, Magic Blast costs 3. Oh man, I thought I could maybe play that too. We're gonna just hope that we get a double resource next turn. Okay. I think we have to ditch the title. I mean, we could play it, but get rid of those. But we're not at the ditching phase yet. Danny gets 2 Mystic counters, and when he attacks an enemy, he can stun and deal extra damage to it. So we will do that. Danny will... What did I... Oh my god, I just cut that, didn't I? Whoops. Alright, so Danny will attack for 2. And we removed a counter which stuns and deals 1 more damage. And that is that. We will discard Sorcerer Supreme. And I just have to pray I get a double resource card next turn. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess right now. We're drawing 3. Should I just ditch Magic Blast? Because this would be 14 for 3. 2 more would be the other one. And yeah, okay, we're going to get rid of Magic Blast to maximize. Draw 4. We didn't get one. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, magical enhancements. You get +1 across the board in hero mode. When the round ends, discard the magical enhancement. Astral Projection, choose a scheme, remove 3 threat from the scheme. Look at the top card of the encounter deck. For each boost icon on that card, remove 1 additional threat. That's really great. And I got 2 warnings. Great. But 1 threat on the main scheme. Rhino goes to attack. He cannot. And our encounter card is I'm Tough. Does that screw us over? It might. Okay, we're in turn 4. Oh, right, that exhausts him. Shoot. I'm going to be 1 damage off from taking him out this turn, I think. Because Wong would attack, get rid of Tough. Danny attacks, brings him to the next one. I use this twice, I get him down to 1 HP. So I have to play. So in that case, I have to play Astral Projection. Oh. Because the whole thing's delayed a turn because he got Tough. Oh. Man. Alright. What a shame. What a shame. We could have done well. I know there are other good cards in here, and I probably should have just hung on to it like I did. But I would have been able to do it if he wasn't Tough, right? Yeah. Because Danny would push him, and then boom, boom, boom. What a shame. Alright, well, I'm done umming and ahhing about it. So, Doctor Strange will knock off Tough. We need to get Astral Projection out. So, choose a scheme, remove 3 threat from the scheme, and look at the top card of the encounter deck. So it has 1. For each icon on that card, remove 1 additional threat from that scheme. There we go. That's a good spell I'm going to want to put back in. Would I not have had enough? No, I would have. I just can't play it now because I had to play that. Right. Okay. Oh no, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Oh man, I was so certain, and I still wouldn't have been able to do it. All right. I guess I have no reason to have Wong attack. So I'll have Danny attack. Yeah. Let's get Rhino to his next stage. So we have to look for the break-in and the take-in. Rhino's breaking things and taking them. Place an additional 1 per player threat here. Done. I guess Wong will just stick around. Yeah, might as well flip back. Yeah. So we'll use Sanctum Sanctorum. Put that spell back in. Draw card. Hey, look what it is. He's a genius. Could have used that all game. Alright. Ready our cards. And then discard this one, and we draw 4. Alright. I haven't taken any damage. That's by design, but still pretty cool. Alright. We put 1 threat on the main scheme. He's going to scheme against us for 1+1. And 2 encounter cards. Bomb Scare is not in place, so we can Surge. Advance. Uh-oh. 1+2? We've lost. Oh, no. It had to happen. I got greedy. Oh, man. I got greedy. And it was on a charge, too. Oh. Didn't I have another encounter as well? That would have been fine. Oh, man. Well, so I feel like I played him decently, and I was a little too gung-ho. Yeah. Oh, so close. So close. Well, it had to happen eventually where that advance kills us, because advance kills everybody. No one has played this game multiple times and never seen an advance in the game. Alright, well, I really liked how he played. I think I got stuck in a strategy that wasn't going to pay off, but what were these other cards here? Give up to 3 characters, each a tough status card. Oh, that would have been cool. Could have had the boys, all 3 of us. Choose a status card and play. Replace it with a different status card. Oh, that would have been good too. Could have changed his tough into stunned. Or even confused. Oh, so good. And draw 3 cards. Right. Well, next time I'll be playing against Claw. And we'll have a better idea about how his deck works. I'd like to see where were all the side by side at the bottom. Had a couple astral projections. Oh, the Cloak of Levitation would have been so good. The Eye of Agamotto, also really good. All right. And the Night Nurse. So good, too. Well, that's just how it is. Can't win them all. Literally. So, yeah. This, as you'll see on the screen, this is the last game played for the Rhino set. So next one will be technically a season 2, but the way I'm going to have things going forward is, as the heroes are released, I will just add their episodes to the seasons as they come out. So I do know Hulk is coming out in August, because right now we're at the end of May. So when Hulk comes out, I will do a video with him, and his stats will be added to the board, and same for Hawkeye and Spider-Woman when they come out after Hulk. I don't know how much further after Hulk, but they will all be added. So what I'll do is I'll do an episode with the current standings, and we'll talk about who is first in different lanes and things like that, and I'll go over my experiences with all the decks, and that'll just be one not too long of an episode, hopefully. And then, yeah. So this is the end of season 1 as of May 29th? May 29th. This is the end of season 1. Season 2 will be starting with Spider-Man versus Claw. Wherever the heck Claw is. There he is, Claw. So get excited for that. I hate Claw. Claw kicks my ass. Not every time, but yeah. So thanks for watching. Please tell me some better ways I could have played Doctor Strange. I think I was once again too gung-ho on just wailing on him with the Master of the Mystic Arts, letting me keep that card up. For some reason, I didn't think you had to pay the cost on these cards too. I think that hindered me a lot because I was like, oh, I can just play them. They're free, right? No. I think like one of them is free. Okay, 2 of them are free, but still. But if I had the one that drew 3 cards, man, who knows? What kind of game that could have been like. If I mastered that. Oh. I really like Doctor Strange. Okay. Alright, I'm done. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Bye-bye.